great pass. What a catch!
My goodness.
What an amazing catch from Vicky McFarlane.
Highlight reel. Never say yes to the jest. That was fantastic. A push for home. This is 400.
And welcome. It's a beautiful day here in South Australia. I say that with tongue-in-cheek here. It looks like we're going to have some storms here and a very blustery day, but we're here and welcoming you to the game today between Glenelg and Walkerville. And I'm Kathy Lambert, and with me today is Lee Hull. And Lee, tell us a little bit about these two teams.
Well, I'll tell you something about it, and good afternoon to you, Kath, and everybody out there watching. It is a terrible day weather-wise, but this could be a really good game. Glenelg got beaten by Hills during the week, 4-2, but Walkerville beat Port Adelaide 2-1 in what I consider the game of the season that we've telecast so far. So I think it could be a good game. We'll pitch a Skorapova, throw her chains up like she did to tidy up West Torrens, or will she just throw as hard as she can into this wind? Because the wind is blowing straight into the pitcher's face.
Yeah, exactly, and she's going to need to bring her best game today with those pitches, and certainly the ones that are really hard to see, because Walkerville have been batting really well the last few games, and getting off to a good start, and with Carindale coming at first, and she's been in awesome form. And yeah, Barb's going to just need to bring her best game in order to keep the run rate down.
Certainly has, and Walkerville, with their good form of late, have jumped from 4th from last Saturday up into 2nd position behind Port.
Yeah, they're definitely on a bit of a winning streak here, Lee, and we'll see what happens today. So just about to get started here. Perhaps, Lee, if I get you when we've got a chance to go through the Glenelg defense, but up first, and she's been leading off for the year and doing a great job at it, Carindale.
Yes, it was Karen's hit up the right field line, just about on the line, that scored the 2 runs for the Cats on Wednesday evening. So she's in good form. Terrific for such a senior player, over 800 games of senior.
Fantastic. All right, and we're up to 1 ball and 1 strike here. A little bit low there out of the zone.
Hard working as a pitcher today, isn't it, Kathy?
Oh, it's going to be hard and difficult also if the ball gets in the air for any of the fielders, just to be able to read it. It is very, very windy out there. And that's a nice hit up. And just in between second and right field there. So it looks like Sasha Penglaze was running in very, very quickly. She's a good little runner. And just got in front of her and a little bit over low and jury.
I'll go around the field for you, Kath. It's Taylor Mead at first, sister Ashley at third, correction. And the pivots at second base, Lauren Jury, and shortstop, new shortstop, Courtney Shepherd, replacing the New Zealand girl for this game. And the outfield from left to right, Amber Dodd Mobius, Regan Lambert, and Sasha Penglaze. Beck Jerry's the only one that I have on the bench. The battery is Barb Skorapova to Montana Edwards.
Thanks for that, Lee. We've got Steph Collette here, moving up the ladder, looking to bunt and get Carindale. Oh, just a second. A little bit of an overthrow there, but thankfully, great backing up there by Sasha Penglaze. Kept Carindale still at first base.
Well, it would have been very costly, wouldn't it? Would have put Karen on the third at least. Monty threw the ball, but nobody there at the base.
2 strikes on Steph. An outside pitch brings up the first ball.
Great to see Montana Edwards in good health this season so early, isn't it? Because the last part of the season last year, she suffered badly from that glandular fever.
Yeah, and she's in fine form. And oh, that's a great hit. Oh, huge. Regan Lambert chasing that down. Carindale's gonna come in, and oh, well done, Steph. Stand up triple. Yeah,
yes, I thought she was going up and down the one spot between second and third on the replay, but she got there. I thought she might have been going down and getting herself a bit dirty at the base, but no need.
Yeah,
that's a triple.
That's a good triple, and brings in the first run, so we're 1-0 and nobody out, and that brings up Sophie King. First strike up. Be interesting to see here what Coach Tomlinson puts on Sophie. She's a nice quick sprinter, so whether she might try some sort of a running bunt or a squeeze bunt to bring Steph in, we'll find out soon.
Waiting, patient batting, isn't it? Yeah. That's what you've got to do, don't you, really, in these situations? When the wind's so strong into the pitcher's face, you need to just take your time. Make her throw more than what she wants to.
Yeah, that's a nice piece as well. Just landing foul outside of the left field line there.
The umpires for today, Kath, I'll go around and let you know who they are. As you can see, it's Kevin Tannerbring on plate. At first base, it's Ian Gray. And at third base, it is Michael Bendall.
And 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sophie here. Another early swing. Definitely wants to get a piece of that, but just a little eager.
Interesting for me with Barb pitching that the game against West Torrens, against that strong hitting side, she tied him right up with it. But I've hardly seen a change up from her since.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, maybe she's clever enough to just say, I'm just going to bring it out occasionally when people least expect it, or when they maybe have forgotten about it. But another foul off there by Sophie King.
Well, I think with a side like Walkerville, notorious good hitters of the ball, consistent hitters, I think you need to use it a bit more than in some of the other games.
Yeah, definitely. And they want to keep this good batting side down in runs. Between the two of them, Monty and Barb, they're going to have to come up with something that's going to minimize that. And a little bit of an attempt at there by the look of it, Lee.
It's going to be hard to throw it into this wind.
Yeah, it is.
You have to give it a little bit of oomph at the start.
Sophie's still showing that she's going to do some sort of a short play here. Or just outside by the look of that.
Pretty close.
Full count on Sophie. Glenelg are going to have to pounce on this if it's on the ground, because she'll make it really hard for them running to first. Just like that. So brings in the run. Well done, Sophie King. Steph Collette scores.
Pretty easy then, but Courtney Shepherd playing at shortstop. I can't say I've seen a lot of her there. Looked like she's sort of half pumped. When you've got somebody like Kingy running, you haven't got time for that.
You haven't. You need to be charging that ball. She did wait on it, and you're right. A little bit of a pump with her arm, and you just can't do that with Sophie. And we've got another quick runner here, Hayley Benithan, youngster in the under-19 state team. She has just taken the first strike. She's in good batting form this year. Nobody there. Good backup there, Regan Lambert. So Sophie's stealing to second there, but yeah, miscommunication there on who was going to be trying to get that, whether it be second or shortstop. But anyway, good backing up, and it's 1-1 on Hayley Benithan.
I tell you what, Monty's showing that she's prepared to throw the ball around a bit here today.
Yeah, Aussie Spirit under-19 squad member Monty. She's a really quality catcher, and yeah, like she said before, good to see her back in form, and she's going to be contesting the Nationals with the under-19 state team this year in Blacktown. Good. That's a good pitch and good swing by Hayley Benithan.
Under-19s look at a strong side to me, Kath. The same with the under-17s.
Yeah, definitely agree with you, Lee. The under-19s have only lost a couple of players from last year, and they came third last year at the Nationals. So that's a nice pitch. Wind's blowing it. Well taken there by pitcher Barb.
And that was a change-up then.
So yeah, the under-19s are really in fine form. Same coaching staff, and yeah, they're very excited and looking forward to their opportunity to contest the Nationals in late January, I believe.
Yes, it's very late for 19s from previous years. Sometimes they were earlier, a lot earlier than that.
And we've got Chelsea Robinson up. So Chelsea's
Well, what about the Swish family Robinsons? Last Saturday, Michaela went swish, 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 3 safe hits at 3 turns at bat, and her sister not to be outdone on Wednesday against the might of the Port Adelaide side with the hyphenated pitching. Went swish, swish, swish for a triple collection of hits. So they're in good form.
They are, absolutely. And yeah, I agree. Statewide super player of the game on Wednesday night, Chelsea Robinson, had some couple of great hits, as you said, and really did a really good job behind the plate with pitcher Jesse Dreswick. Well-deserved honour that Wednesday night. So she'll be looking here. We've got had a pass ball, and Sophie King's now on third, and Chelsea will be looking to bring her in and move that score to 3-0. A bit of a change up there, which was very timely and had Chelsea swinging a little bit early, fouled off to third base.
Quality player, Chelsea Robinson.
Yeah, and hard worker. She makes it to every single additional training that we have. She's involved in the speed program, and she really works hard on being the best player that she can be.
And that's what you've got to do for all you young people out there playing softball or attempting to play softball. You get out of it what you put in.
And 2-2. Yeah, it was a good pitch there. Had got Chelsea swinging, so we've got, looks like first out.
Second out?
Second out, sorry. Haley's pop-up. We're up to 2 outs now. Desi Giamorellis up.
Well, Barbara's settled down to her work here at the moment, so if they get out of it here with only 2 runs, I think they'll take it.
Yeah, especially the side that's just been informed the last week as well, with the wins that they've had against the 2 top teams, West Torrens last Saturday and Port Adelaide on Wednesday. Yeah, as you said, if they can hold them to 2, it's going to be well within their reach. And fouled off there. Brings up 2 strikes on Desi.
Been around a long time for Walkerville, Desi Giamorellis, and been a consistent player over all those years.
Oh, nice pitch. Great job, and especially with Sophie King sitting at third base, so it was nice to get out of that, as we said, with 2 runs. And yeah, just crept on the edge of the plate there, caught her looking.
Well, despite all her experience, then I talked about with a runner at third, and she's gone down looking. The coaches do not like that.
No, not when you've got, like you said, not when you've got a runner at third. So yeah, the young side of Glenelg coming out to defense now, Lee. Oh, sorry, young side coming out to bat now, and they've been batting. The youngsters, I've been really impressed with them this year. The way they've tackled being in the box and not looked nervous or inexperienced at all.
Well, they stuck to their task. Is the thing that's impressed me. You know, when things aren't going too good, just keep fighting, keep fighting. You know, just fight it out at the bitter end, pitch by pitch, and that's a good point you make, Kathy, because that's the thing I've seen about Glenelg. So we'll see now against this pitcher who's in red hot form.
Yeah, absolutely. Jessie has just gotten better and better every week that she's been here. Jet lag is well and truly gone, and she's settled into Aussie lifestyle very nicely. And yeah, she's just improving every week. And
I'll quickly go around the field for the Cats, Kath. The pitching and the battery is Jessie Dreswick, pitching the Chelsea Robinson. At first, Karen Dale. Third, it's Ash Merkin. Second base, Desi Giamorellis. Shortstop, Steph Collette. And the outfield from left to right, Hayley Benathan, Michaela Robinson, Sophie King.
all right, first up on the Glenelg side, we've got centre fielder Regan Lambert.
They have a DP in this game at Walkerville again, and it's Sophie Roberts, who's batting for the pitcher, Jessie.
Right. And Regan's keen to swing at that first one, and yeah, it just unfortunately didn't miss it. I mean, she did miss it. Oh, it looked a little high in the zone for her, but then now she's down on the count, 2 strikes.
No reaction from Regan then, so obviously it was close enough to call.
Oh, good piece there. Right through the first base, and yeah, Sophie gets onto it quick, but similar to her, not quite as quick as her older sister Jordan, but she's got some legs on her as well, so it was good that she committed to that and got safely on first.
Good start, excellent start for the Rebels. Now it's Sasha Penglaze.
Good little hitter, Sasha, and also she can run, so it'd be interesting what Coach Mead is going to do here, whether he's going to put a short game on her. Not looking, or at least not the first pitch anyway. So good start there by Jessie, and brings up the first strike. And it's quite windy out there, Lee. We've got a mini cyclone almost happening out on the field. Looks like we're just going to hold time a little bit, it looks like, while the strong wind gust just blows through. And yeah, we're ready to go now. One strike on Sasha. Oh, bunt attempt, and just gone out. So that brings up 2 strikes.
I think they might steal here on this pitch. It's Chelsea's arm.
That's right. I don't know. That's a game call. Chelsea Robinson throwing to Steph Collette. Yeah, it's always going to be tough. Chelsea's pretty consistent.
Regan.
And yeah, Sasha just gone down swinging there. Jessie got on a high pitch, and that brings up Alicia Mead. Alicia's gone up in the ladder. She's been batting really well. She's another one of these youngsters we've been talking about. Just a dead ball there. Yeah, she was formerly batting sort of lower down on the ladder, but she's in really good form.
I've got a message for Alicia after that. Wait for the music before you start dancing. She wasn't quite sure where the ball was going. Then she saw it in fair territory after it hit her.
A little high there.
Some pace on that, isn't there?
Yes.
Even into this wind. It was becoming a crosswind there, I think, Kat.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to, again, anybody who pops it up is going to make it really difficult on the for the fielders to work out where it's going to be finishing up. Good swing there. That brings up just a foul tip though. So 1 ball, 2 strike. 2 strikes on Alicia. Well, that was a good attempt there, and successful. So yeah, the ball just a little to the side of Steph, and she just looked like she just had a few problems just hanging on to it to pull it down and try and
That's what I was
out.
saying about stealing Regan. If you don't try it, you'll never know. Guess what's happened? She's up in the scoring position. Needs to be brought around another base here.
Yeah, good watching there, Alicia. But again, like, I just love the composure of somebody so young up against somebody like Jessie with such experience, and again the stature of her, you know, over 6 foot tall. Oh, there's a nice hit, Regan. Just looking like she was going to go and tag up, but then realizing it's a safe hit. Well done, Alicia Mead. That's a great hit and brings in the first run for Glenelg.
Well, I've seen it. It's hard to believe, isn't it? After Wednesday night's game, it wasn't too many shots like that against Jessie.
No.
From the port side. Now it's pitcher versus pitcher.
Barb's had a good season too with the bat, so it's nice to see pitchers that come in and bat and do a really good job of that as well. So again, Alicia in scoring position, and Barb will be looking to capitalize on that.
And batting must be pretty reasonable, because why would they bat the pitcher at number 4 if she's not a batter?
Yeah.
It's a lovely pitch with control, wasn't it?
Absolutely,
off
off pace. 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position. And another one. Oh, that was a nice play. Alicia hadn't led off too far, so it was just a little easy for her to get back to the base, but a nice quick throw there by Chelsea. And with that strikeout, that brings up Montana Edwards. First strike on her. Monty is also very handy with the bat. So,
yeah, she's known for her batting,
yeah.
apart from being an excellent catcher or second base player. Most times I've seen her in either of those positions.
Yeah, nice pitch there.
I wouldn't be letting too many go by her off this pitcher though, because she's consistent.
She showed that on Wednesday night. Was it 13 strikeouts, I believe?
12 or 13, yes.
Great pitching. So that retires the side, 1 run in, thanks to a RBI double from Alicia Mead. And so we've got a 2-1 ball game coming into the 2nd inning. And once again, we just want to thank Spacequake Sports and Softball SA for the opportunity to show this fantastic game through our softball community in South Australia, in Australia, and then around the world. So if you're out there and watching, hope you're enjoying the game so far. And don't forget that if you missed this game, you also have opportunities to watch it on YouTube or on Channel 44, South Australian local station, TV station. So coming up in the order for Walkerville, we've got the DP, Sophie Roberts.
Yes, and she can hit the ball hard. I mean, she's a cricketer, a bowler, quick bowler in cricket evidently. And she's shown the last week or so that she can hit the ball hard and flat.
Yeah, she came back in last week after having not played all season with an ankle injury, and first up at bat was at a 2 or 3 run double, and Sophie's a great hitter for someone again so young, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, somewhere around there, but yeah, quality player. And first one over the plate, a little bit low, that brings up the first ball. Sophie's in the Australian Under-19 development team. She went away to Japan a few months ago, and I'm sure that was a great experience for her. There we go.
Surprise.
Another massive hit to the fence. She's going to take 3 on this. Stand-up triple. What a great hit. Let's have a look at that again, Lee. And, yeah, right between center and right field, she's really gotten some good power behind that. You could hear it once it left the bat.
I'll repeat my earlier message. With some of these good batters, I'll be throwing change-ups.
Yeah, it's the only way they're going to keep the run rate down. And there's a lot of good batters in Walkerville.
And with that, you can buy some outs. You know, if they go airborne, which they will on the change-ups, maybe you're able to catch them. You can't catch that.
And up in the lineup now, Michaela Robinson. Handy batter as well. Michaela had a really good game. Was it this time last week? Lots of hits last week. 3 for 3, I believe.
She was on fire. I've never seen her bat so well.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because that was a catchable ball. It looks like it was spinning or curving away from the catcher, but unfortunately got away from Monty, and that brings in another run.
Interesting time to throw that pitch, I would have thought, with a runner at third.
So we've got just gone wide again there, maybe just trying to avoid Michaela getting a good piece on that, but we're up to 3 balls and 1 strike. Ground out there to pitcher and a routine throw over to Taylor Mead at first base.
That's the sort of pitch she needed 2 pitches ago.
All right, so that brings up third base, Ashley Merkin. Actually, another one of our players from the USA, but she's actually living here. She's not an import player for the season. She's moved to Australia and joined Walkerville as a regular club player, and she's doing a great job in that position.
She's been very impressive at third base. No frills, just gets the job done.
Yeah, very reliable. Great play there by Alicia Mead. She's been doing that all year. She has just taken to that third base position as if it was absolutely nothing for her. She stepped up from under 17s and come in to take up the third base in the A grade competition, and yeah, just attacks the ball and is really a consistent and safe throw to first every time.
It's funny though, Kath, that some of these young players, given the opportunity, can produce.
Oh, that's a great hit, Karen Dale, and good pick up there by Sash.
First pitch.
First pitch.
Way it went.
All right, brings up Steph Collette again. Third, she had a triple in her first at bat and brought in Karen Dale.
I'll be throwing change up for sure. You've seen her hit a triple off the quick stuff. Gives you a message, surely.
Yeah, Barb looking to maybe keep it out of that zone. Steph's power zone there, so we'll see what she does. Maybe just trying to keep it away a little bit, down and low or outside. Another good piece there. So good batting there by Steph Collette, 2 for 2 today. Puts Karen Dale over to first. We've got 2 runners in on the bases, and we've got 2 down. Sophie King's up.
And all the hits, the 5 so far, 6 so far for Walkerville have been off quick pitching.
Good pitch for the first one, brings up the first strike. Sophie King in the Stars Open Women's State team. Contesting the Nationals, which will be in Perth in early January. Sophie's been playing mostly out at right field, just as she's been doing for Walkerville here. Good strike there by Barb, bringing up 1 and 2. But Sophie's a good utility. She can play pivot position just as well as an outfield position, and she's a handy little bunter and runner. So yeah, good all-round player, Sophie King.
Certainly is.
That's an interesting pitch. I didn't see too many on the inside like that for Barb, but just trying to change things up a little bit. Two balls, 2 strikes. Just on the outside corner there. So no doubt Glenelg will be wanting to try and get it out here and make sure that there's no more runs on the board. 3 and 1 is achievable, but starts getting more than that, it starts getting a little bit harder. And there's a walk. That brings up Haley Van Eycken. Bases loaded for Walkerville. Haley's in the 4th batting position.
Yes, they made a swap midweek, I think it was, with Steph Collette and Haley. Just changed up a bit. And obviously with Steph Collette's batting today, it's been worth it, hasn't it?
Sure has. And Haley definitely wants to get a piece of that. You can see she's not afraid to swing.
Well, she had hit a home run in B grade, so she's told me about 15 times. So she probably thought that had her name on it, that one.
She would have done it with a smile on her face. I don't think I've ever seen Haley without a smile on her face. She's an absolutely lovely girl.
She loves her work.
Yeah. She's a great contributor to the sport in lots of ways, volunteering for Softball SA, and there you go. Just a ground out to Alicia there, picks it up and steps on the base and retires the side. And yes, thankfully only didn't result in any runs, especially from that last bit there. Just having a look at that again, just a routine ground out there to Alicia, just steps on her plate, makes it look really easy.
Good pitch by Barb then, but the batters 1, 2, 3 have both been on both innings, so it's a bit of a worry.
So Lee, tell us about the rest of the games today. Who are we going to see at the 4 o'clock game and 6 o'clock games today?
Well, the second game is Seacombe and Sturt, I believe, on Diamond 2. And the last game is Port Adelaide versus West Torrens.
So Port Adelaide West Torrens match up again. That's going to be an interesting game. Although
yes, it's been happening a bit lately, hasn't it? Really?
It has. I do believe, however, that West Torrens are going to have got a few players out. So I'm not sure how that's going to impact on the game or who it is that's out, but I do understand there are a few of their A-grade players out. So
few spits of rain here. Maybe that game won't go ahead. The 6 o'clock game. This is Brianna McGee. Yeah.
And Bree is in as a DP for Amber Dodd-Mobius, who's playing in the left field position. It's good to see Bree back. She's had a bit of an injury, a knee injury all season. Just making her way slowly back into the competition. I think this might be her first A-grade game.
Yes, I think it is.
So it's good to have her back. She's a quality player.
Played a lot at first base over the years for the Rebels.
Nice piece. Just fouls it off. We've got some rain. And another good swing. Brings up 2 strikes. Rain's coming down quite heavy here. And the wind, but we're playing on. Oh, she's turned away from that. Bit of a defensive swing there, I think. Fouls it off past the first base. Just a little high out of the zone there. Bree was looking at it, but pretty confident that it wasn't going to be a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another inside there.
Good batting, good turn at bat by Bree.
Absolutely.
Hasn't seen pitches like this for a while.
No, and to be so composed is a great sign. Glenelg will be very happy to have her back and in form. How's it off?
Not going down wondering, I can tell you, Kath, by the look of things.
Swing.
Crashes into umpire Tannenbring then, but he's got protection on, so no damage done.
We'll be looking to get on base here and get things started for Glenelg and try and peg back some of these runs earlier rather than later. Nice piece, just outside, and that brings up another foul ball. She's having a good turn at bat, Lee.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Gets a hit there, fielded by Ashley Merkin, and a pretty routine, safe throw over there to first base to bring up the first out. But a good turn at bat for Bree, and she'll be happy to be back into it.
And she'll feel good about that.
Next up, we've got Taylor Mead, Alicia Mead's twin sister, also having an absolute ripper of a season as her first time in A grade. Cool cool and calm and collected, just having a bit of a swing at that one, which fouled off. Taylor's had some good hits at the right times of games, as you were saying earlier, Lee. You know, just never say never with this team. You know, they're in it right to the end, and yeah, I've seen Taylor hit some winning game hits late in the earlier in the season. She's done a really good job.
A lot of it's about attitude, isn't it? In any sport, Kath. Go to coaches with good attitude; they'll teach you the skills, and you'll get better.
Oh, a bit of a check swing there. Fouls it off. Brings up 2 strikes. Just outside there, brings up the first ball, low and outside. Taylor being patient, waiting for her pitch. That probably wasn't it. But it was a good pitch by Jessie.
Yeah, went for an undercut sort of a shot then on that. It took off too.
All right, 2 down. Glenelg, and brings up the shortstop.
Second base.
Second
Lauren.
base.
Lauren. No, it's not.
Courtney Shepherd.
Courtney Shepherd it is. And then it's Lauren. That's what it is.
So Courtney started off the year before Monty was back. Good piece. Right to safe hands of Karen Dale, but a nice piece on it. Courtney started off the year as the catcher for Barb when Montana was still recovering, and did a really good job. Again, first time in A grade, and did a really good job at you know, working with somebody with the quality of Barb. So it's good.
Well, it's all good experience, isn't it?
So it's great to have her back in the lineup, and in a new position this time out at shortstop. So
Sky's looking menacing over there where we're not playing, which is good.
So the rain's eased up a little bit. Wind's almost a little bit less than it was, but as you said, Lee, there's a lot of grey skies around, so we'll just hang in there and keep you updated on how things are going out there. All right, so we've got catcher Chelsea Robinson starting off for Walkerville. Chelsea had a K2 first time at bat, so no doubt she will be wanting to improve on that. Starting off with a bit of a running bunt, just fouled it off, but she was on the go. Good decision there, catching the fielding team a little bit off guard. Brings up 1 strike. Just a little high there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chelsea, part of the Travelodge Aussie Spirit Australian women's squad. And that is a huge hit. That's exactly what we saw from her. She's going to come around for 3. Just like on Wednesday night. Great piece, Chelsea Robinson.
1 bounce into the fence there, right centre.
Let's get another look at that. That is huge. That's gone, yes, in between right and center. Regan Lambert's picked it up, tried to relay it in here. Really strong piece there, Chelsea, and good running. She's got a bit of a lean in that. We've been working on that with the speed program, and a stand-up triple. She'll be really happy with that. Oh, Desi Giamarellis. That has hit the light and stayed in. I'm not sure if that's a... Yeah, that is an automatic home run. That is a huge piece, Lee.
Well,
let's have another look at that. quite sure of the rule, but that makes perfect sense. If it's going to hit that high on the light pole, it's over the fence, it's got to be an automatic home run.
Well, here's Sophie Roberts now, who cracked a triple before, so she won't be laying down here. She'll be after another one, I think.
What a great start by Walkerville. 2 runs, 2 batters, 2 runs.
Well, I hate to repeat myself, but I think the change-ups might at least got a couple of outs, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to do something a little bit different here, or the game's just going to start blowing out a little bit with the batters, the quality of batters that Walkerville have got. Oh, you can hear that one. The outfielders have certainly got their work cut out for them today. Same place.
Half volley.
Looking like another triple. Good throw in there by Lauren Joy, but not enough.
What a surprise.
That's a second.
Half volley into the fence then.
Second stand-up triple by Sophie Roberts.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained here for Barb. I think I'd start throwing change-ups, especially against the big hitters.
And speaking of hitters, Michaela Robinson, always a consistent batter. Did a really good job last year in the final series.
But see, that pitch is just sitting there, isn't it? It's sitting there with pace, enough pace to take it out the fence.
Dead ball, just fouled it off there. One ball, one strike. Just outside there. These batters are going to make it really hard, I think, for the battery there to make sure they're not putting it right down the middle, because the pressure would be on the pitcher right now. And the catcher, what they're going to be calling to make sure that we're not going to keep repeating these multiple base hits. Looked like a
mishit.
Looked like a
Scored a run,
mishit, but I noticed that the outfielders there were had been sort of moved over a little bit, accounting for all of those ones that were coming sort of between center and right. And yeah, you can even see it now. There's not a whole lot over at the moment in the left field side. They're all sort of moved, the outfielders have moved around a little bit. So just dropped in that hole. And this is, they're doing exactly the opposite now. Ashley Merkin.
No shirking from Merkin there, just out there for a double.
Just a double, moves Michaela Robinson around, and got to say Michaela with a nice hit before hitting in Sophie Roberts, bringing up the score to 6-1. And up to the top of the lineup, we've got Karen Dales, had 2 singles, 2 for 2 today, both to right field. Now we're starting to see the change up.
Maybe a little late. But you've got to try something, don't you, really?
And another hit out there to right. That one looks like it's just foul. That's 3 out at right field. Maybe the bit of a heads up for the Glenelg outfielders there.
$11 hits so far.
A little high, but an off-speed pitch there. So maybe listening to you a little bit, Lee, here, and just changing things up a little bit.
Well, you've got to do something, don't you? I mean, the ball's being crunched at that pace. Like that.
Clever batting. That's a 2 RBI, safe at second. 2 RBI double. Great batting, Karen Dale.
That's a double.
And that brings up 8 runs for Walkerville. And Karen 3 for 3 today. We've got a timeout here. Glenelg just bringing everybody in, maybe just trying to settle down a little bit, or trying to work out what they're going to do here. Back at the top of their lineup again with Karen, Steph, Sophie King and Hayley Benithan. All four have batted very well today.
Well, I don't know what they do here, Glenelg. They're obviously not going to warm up another pitcher, so Barb has just got to tough it out.
Just looking at that home run again there from Desi Giamarellis. That was huge. Over the fence. All right, Steph Collette, 2 for 2 today. Both out at center field. First ball. That brings up the first strike, and we've got 1 and 1.
Kath, it's just sitting there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. From our angle, that's exactly what it looks like. Another single there into the center field by Steph. And that brings in Karen down from second base. Nice hit. So we're up to 9-1 here in the 3rd inning. And Sophie King's up to bat. That's a nice pitch to start with. Two strikes, adjust up a little bit, just high in the zone, maybe trying popping it up. Just going to do a 2-strike adjustment here. And little pop up there straight to Alicia Mead, bringing up the first out for Walkerville. Hayley Benithan up to bat. Nice strike. So she's getting a little more consistent now with her strikes, and a little bit out of the sweet spot there with the last few. But that's a huge hit by Hayley. Going over Sasha Pinglaze's head, and she'll be wanting to run, but she's catching up with Steph Collette. Yeah, that was interesting running there. You could see that she'd gotten around first, and Steph hadn't even touched second yet. Steph was holding up just to see if, well, she held up, but yeah, that was a fantastic hit. Bringing in an RBI from first base. Well done, Hayley
It's very
Benithan.
repetitious, this hitting, isn't it?
Yeah, we said at the beginning that Walkerville are hitting well. Oh. That was unfortunate. I think Monty went to throw it out to first, and it looked like it might have hit Chelsea Robinson's bat on the way through. Guess we'll see that on the replay. Yes, it's hit something. And unfortunately, yeah, that brought in the run there. So we're up to 10. Nice hit out there to right field by Chelsea Robinson, just slightly foul. That's where I've seen a lot of her hits go this past week, so seems to be her spot there. The pitches that she's really looking for are enabling her to get out to that right field position. Little change up there, just a little high though. One
Haven't
ball,
seen enough of them though, have we?
2 strikes. No, unfortunately not. That's a nice pitch, and again, just swing out to the right side there, Chelsea. Foul ball.
So they're sitting on 11 runs now, even though that says 10. I think it's 11.
Yeah, nice play by Lauren Jury, and oh, almost Chelsea almost beat it out, but fortunately for Glenelg, that brings up the second out.
Yeah, with 11 runs, they'll be looking to get another 4 because the mercy rule is 15 after 3 completed innings, 10 after 4, and 7 after 5. So they're sitting on 11 at the moment.
And we've got Desi G. Morales up. She's just got under that there. Alicia Mead just takes it. They'll be thankful that she didn't get a piece like the last one on that one, Lee.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh yeah, it did hit her bad. I'm just looking at the replay there. Monty's throw to third to try and get the pick up the runner there. Looked like it definitely got a piece of Chelsea's bat and deflected off there, allowing the run to score. All right, Glenelg got some work ahead of them. And who have they got in the lineup coming up? Got, looks like Lauren Drury coming up. She's the 9th batter, and then we're at the top of the lineup.
Yep, that's what it is, Kath.
So the one run from Glenelg did come from the top of the lineup. Single out there from Regan Lambert and then hit in by Alicia Mead. So again, they'll be looking at least to sort of try and peg back a few runs here. It's going to be a tough ask, 11-1, but you know, never say never, and every opportunity you can to play and keep hitting against a quality pitcher like Jessie Dreswick is going to just make your game better for the rest of the season anyway. Oh, nice start, Jessie. That had some pace on it, Lee.
Great pitch to a small strike zone.
Would love to have had a radar gun on that one. Yeah, great pitch again. Got Lauren swinging. 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Yeah, just put it up in the high zone, maybe trying to see if they can catch her swinging. She's a nice and patient there. And a little bit low there. Again, Lauren being very patient.
Well, when you have a small strike zone like the Jury Girls, you need to take advantage of that, or at least stay in the count.
Oh, that's a great piece. And just over Sophie King's head, and Lauren can run. She's going to look like she's going to get... She's going to try and make it home.
Oh, fantastic.
Great piece and great running.
One of the big highlights of the game so far.
That has got to be it. Yeah, such a young player and against somebody with such quality. We're just looking at her running around the base. She's got some good form, really pumping those arms, and Rick Mead's giving her the okay to get home. And that brings up to 11-2. All right, Regan Lambert, top of the lineup. And a little low. Brings up the first ball. Wind's picking up again here. Hopefully the rain stays away. It is quite gray. Oh, nice pitch, straight in with a little bit of heat on it there. Regan's having a look at that one.
Hard act to follow for Regan, isn't it? The little girl, Jury, has put it out of the fence for a home run. Yes,
Yep.
It's half and half then, wasn't
That's
she?
right.
She was in 2 minds then.
She was. 2 strikes on her. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, great pitch, Jessie. Really well executed. Off speed, and yes, got Regan swinging. Bringing up the first down. Sasha Pinglaze, right fielder. She's had a lot of work out there today. We're just having a look at Lauren Drury's hit again. Yes, it's just gotten over Sophie King there, but it was so far out that it just allowed Lauren to make her way into home plate. So well done.
And the way the wind's been, it's very, as you pointed out at the start, Kath, it's very difficult for the outfielders today.
Good piece there by Sasha. Fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a nice piece. Brings up 2 strikes now, right down the middle there. So, well, we saw it from Regan last time. This is where the changeup came in. So, I'm not sure what we're going to get here, but potentially, yes, there it was. A little off-speed pitch and got Sasha swinging.
Back-to-back K2s for Sasha. She won't be happy with that.
No, definitely not.
Batting at 2.
And we've got Alicia Mead. So, Alicia had the double in the first time at bat, the RBI, single RBI.
Great piece of the ball it was too.
It was huge. Nice pitch there, Jesse.
Not difficult to pitch, is it, when you're leading by the odd 10 runs
Exactly.
early in the game?
You can relax a little bit.
Just relax and just do your own thing.
Yeah, she's changing things up a little bit, which is great. Keeping those batters guessing. It's not always going to be that hard, fast pitch that she's shown us, but occasionally throwing in some off-speed stuff as well. Great pitch there, good piece, Alicia, but Ashley Merkin's just too consistent there, and just a sure bet there. Picks it up and shoots it over to Karen Dale at first base. Bringing up the third out. So, coming up for the Walkerville Cats, we've got Sophie Roberts to start with. Sophie's already had
2 triples.
2 triples today. And Kayla
Has to lift the game, do you think? In the batting box.
I'd like to see her go for 3 for 3 now. So Sophie, Michaela, and Ashley Merkin. Then we're back to the top of the lineup. Sophie also in the state under-19 team. This year she'll be a handy addition. She's one of the ones that came from under-17s last year, I believe. Or did she? I think she actually played both, didn't she? 17s and 19s last year. And we've got Courtney Shepherd, who's come in to catch for Monty Edwards. Did a good job at that one. That was outside, and she's done a great job to reach and stop that from going behind. Not that it would have been a problem now, but you just don't want to see it happen too often. Great piece there. Good effort there by Lauren Jor to pick that up. She's going to take second. Gutsy running there and pays off for her. So well done, Sophie Roberts. And bringing up center fielder Michaela Robinson. Nice little piece just over shortstop there. Sophie's looking to take third, and she's going to beat out that throw. Oh, that's a great play, Alicia. Good heads up there. So yes, Michaela just trying to get that extra base there, and a throw from Alicia to Lauren over there just tags her out. It's a great relay in, and just got Michaela on the slide into second. And we've got Ashley Merkin up. Sophie Roberts over at third base with 1 out. Well, 2. Wanting to possibly this run coming in, but it's 11-2, so it really is, it's a tough ask. And that brings up 4 balls. Ashley Merkin on first base, and now we've got Karen Dale, who is 3 for 3 today, Lee. What would you do with her here?
It's not much you can do. It's not much good walking her now. Just throw a change up or 2.
think they'll get Ashley stealing here. Nice piece, swinging at the first pitch there. Nice powerful hit, just a little early on it, and it pulls it over to the third base line for a foul ball.
"16 safe hits so far for the Cats." Tells a story, doesn't it?
That's a really great number. Don't see that very often.
No.
Yeah, good swing.
This is back Jerry out there, I think.
Ah. And she's thrown it in, trying to get Sophie Roberts out. Sophie's pretty quick. So just didn't penetrate the throw enough to get it into Courtney Shepherd for the out, and Ashley Burkett has taken second on the throw as well. So we've got Steph Collette up now, and Steph also has been doing well with the bat today. 3 hits for 3, all out at center field. Oh, and she's had an early swing on that one as well, fouling it off over to
Little off-pace pitch it was.
Yeah. Another little off pace there. Just catches her swinging. As you said, Lee, probably something that might have been helpful a little bit earlier in the game. Who knows? But it's certainly doing its job now. And we're just looking at that hit again that brings Sophie Roberts in. One ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, that's good pitching. Brings up a strikeout there for Steph, and the third out. So gives Glenelg another opportunity here to put some runs on the board, get a few hits, get another chance to see Jessie Dreswick. It's early in the season. The more you can see her, the better you're going to be later on in the season.
Very short.
All right, so pitcher Barb Skopova is coming up as the first batter for Glenelg. Should be looking to get things started. She's in the cleanup position.
Because the three.
Oh, nice hit. Oh, good fielding though by Desi Giamarellis, and just a straight shoot over there to Karen Dale, bringing up the first out. But a nice hard hit by Barb, and yeah, good to see her having a go on the first pitch as well. All right, another one of the sister combinations here. We've got older sister to Lauren Jury, and we've got Beck Jury, who's then moved out to left field, and she's having her first look here at Jessie Dreswick, and takes the first strike. Has a bit of a swing at it, not sure, but got around a little bit too much on that, and fouls that one off for the second strike.
Well, she'll be pleased for her sister Lauren, won't she, getting that inside the park home run?
Yeah, absolutely.
She'll need to get a hit herself here.
They're very supportive of each other, these sisters. Same with the Mead girls as well. Good eye. And when we've got Tamika Penglaze-Bukowski here, we've got 3 sets of sisters in this team. Sasha, Tamika, then the Mead girls, and the Jury girls. It's a nice family club, Glenelg.
The one thing I like about the Jury's sisters is they give you 100% every time.
Yeah,
Can't ask for much more than that as a coach.
very coachable. Yeah, great pitching there, Jessie. Caught Beck looking there, and that brings up the second out for the game. And we see Bree McGee for the second time today. Bree had a hit to third base for an out. Oh, but that's a nice one, just in between short, right and center there, and she'll be happy to get herself on base, and especially off a nice hit off a quality pitcher like Jessie.
Well, her first turn at bat we commented on, didn't we, about how many fouls she hit, and so she is in good touch, obviously.
Yeah, she'll be a very handy return to the Glenelg side. Just not only her quality skill, but her experience.
Only the 4th hit for the Rebels. 4th safe hit, that is.
So I guess bearing in mind, Lee, that this potentially could be close to the end of the game, who do you see as the statewide super player of the game today?
Well, look at the. Do we look at the batting or do we look at the pitching?
Let's have a look at both and see what we come up with. I guess we've got Karen Dale, 3 for 3. Or is it more than that?
3 for 4 from
3
4.
for 4. We've got Steph Collette, 3 for 4.
That's the game.
And that's the game. We've got Chelsea Robinson. Oh, we've got Desi G. Morales with her over the park home run. Who else? Sophie Roberts as a DP. Oh, look. Very difficult to choose today, Lee.
Take a stab.
Take a stab. I'm gonna give it to the DP, Sophie Roberts. 3 for 3, and multiple base hits today.
Just holding down one position as the DP. Can't disagree with that.
Yeah, she did her job as a DP, and that's to get on base and hit runs. And we're gonna finish up here, Lee, and say goodbye and thank for everybody for joining us today. It was a short game, and unfortunately for the Glenelg Rebels, it's a loss. They probably want to move on from very quickly, and we hope to see you all back here joining us again on Wednesday night.
Yes, thank you, Kath, and goodbye, everybody.